Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Malin Havefjell, and in this video, I would like to present to you one of my old colleagues from the tax agency. His name is Ulf, and he works as like an expert on VAT and income tax return. He is the one if you attend one of the tax agency's webinar and ask questions in the chat, he is one of those who will answer your question. He actually was the one who answered the questions when I was working like this at the tax agency, standing in front of the camera, and he was sitting behind the camera and finding all the answers to your questions. And he still does. We have recorded our a little conversation that we had around this VAT for e-commerce businesses, and I will publish that later here on my channel. But since right now, when I publish this video, it's time to file the income tax return here in Sweden. When I publish this is 2025, and it's in March, at the end of the March. During this recording that we had around the VAT, I also started asking him some questions about the income tax return and what to think about. So here you will see our little conversation around that and what he can recommend you and give you some advices and give some answers, hopefully, to your questions regarding the income tax return. Now it's time to file the income tax return here in Sweden. The e-service opened March 18. And is there something that you feel that, oh, this is like the basic things that we need to know and do when we file the income tax return here in Sweden?
Well, the most basic thing is if you are completely new in Sweden and this is your first time, to make sure that you actually look at the numbers that are in it, that the sums are correct, and that the information that we got from the companies that have paid you, that they are correct. Make sure to actually submit the VAT return. No, we talked a lot about VAT, the income return, by May the 2nd. So it's not just to look at it, you have to actually hand them in as well, because otherwise you will get a fee for handing it in too late. So
and how do I hand it in?
Well, the easiest way is to use your phone, actually. You can do it by SMS. You can do it if you log on to skatteverket.se using bank ID. It's very easy to just submit it. So that's and there's a lot of information in many different languages on how you do it. So it's quite easy. But if you haven't done it before, then it can be a bit scary anyway. So
is there things there that I should change, or can I deduct something?
Well, if you're new in Sweden and you haven't been here, I mean, if you've gotten your personal number during the year, then you have to make sure that the the basic deduction it should be calculated on the whole year that you've been here, not from the moment when you got the personal number. But the system doesn't know anything else, so you have to add this under information that I've been here in Sweden since blah blah blah, and you should calculate the basic deduction on this date instead of the other date, and then the tax will be correct. So that's something for you to do.
Can I do that with my text message on the phone, or then I need to go to the e-service?
Then you need to go to e-service, because you can't do it if you do it in a text or in an SMS. Then you can only hand in the information, submit it as it is. You cannot make it anything else. So then you have to do it on the web page by logging in.
Can I use it on the real paper? Can I sign
Yes,
that?
if that's what you want. So yeah, sure. That's that's the solution that you always can do. So yeah. Print it out and sign it. Yeah. That's fine.
Where if I have lost my income tax return, where can I find it?
You can call us and we will send it by mail, or you can come to our service centers. And if you have a proper ID, they can print it to you and you can get a new one. But you shouldn't worry yet because they have just been sent to the mail, so they haven't gotten that far yet. And the post office, the PostNord, has about a month to actually deliver them to your mailbox. So don't worry yet. But if you haven't gotten it in the end of April, then you should probably search for it or ask for a new one.
But isn't it so that I can, if I sign in to my pages at the tax agency, then I can download it as a PDF file as well?
Yes, you find all the income return and everything else as a PDF file. That's correct. And then you can print it.
But then I don't get the specific number, so I can't use my phone to file it, or
No, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's
so
the
then I
downside.
need to have then I need to have the real. If I see that I will receive money back, when will I get that money?
Well, if you do it, if you submit the VAT, the income return
tax
now, before the 2nd of April, then and you don't have anything to change in it, you just sign it, then you can get the money in I think the 8th to 10th April, before the Easter holiday. Or otherwise, if you wait until the 2nd of May, then you get it in the beginning of June.
Is that
but
also
make sure that you have an actual bank account registered at ours in our system, because otherwise you don't get the money. Then they stop in our systems.
And is this also if I need to file like an attachment, like if I run a business or if I have sold some shares, can I still get the money back sooner?
No, then it is June. Then it's only for those who just submit it without making any changes or compliments or anything. It's just the basic, just signing it and nothing else. Then you get it in April. Otherwise, it is in I think the 1st or 2nd week of June that you get the money.
Right before midsummer, we usually say here in Sweden.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
And then I usually get a question regarding if I have traveled back and forth to work from my home, can I deduct that cost in some way? And is there maybe some kind of calculator?
Yes, there is a really good calculator on our website. I think it's only in Swedish, but it actually helps you calculate exactly what you can do or can't do, depending on if you go by your own car or if you go by bus or train or something, public transportation. But the basic rules is that you have to have a cost over 11,000 per year to be able to get something back.
And we're recording this in the year of 2025, I should say, because this
yeah,
can
sure.
change depending on when you're looking at this. But now
that's right. That's right. Yeah. But then, but if you go by your own car instead of going by public transport, then you have to make. Well, it has to be 2 hours faster for you to go by car than by public transport for you to use the cost of the car instead, because otherwise all you can deduct is the cost of the public transport and nothing else.
So I need to, it's not, so if I go, let's say I take my car because I need to leave my kids at the daycare, and that is the reason I need to take my car, and it would actually be faster for me to take the car than going by transport with my kids. Is that a reason?
No, that's not a valid cause. That's more a personal issue than it is a tax issue. So we only look at the real times that you have, the travel you do by car compared with how long does it take to go by bus or by train. So we don't take any consideration about your personal think that you actually need to go to school or a daycare center or something to stay. It doesn't care.
And I actually heard on the radio today, one from the tax agency were talking about this as well. And he said, it sounded like, I think you might say it was a sort of a joke from him. I just want to double check that, let's say if I go with a public communication and it takes, let's say, 1 hour and 15 minutes, for example, from my home to my work. And if I am able to run my car in just 15 minutes, if I drive really fast, and then I have this 2 hours thing.
In that case, yeah. Well, yeah, but but you can't deduct you can't deduct the speeding tickets because they.
Okay, so it's not how I actually drive that matters with these 2 hours.
Well, if you can actually prove that you drive it in 15 minutes, well, go ahead. Then maybe, yeah, we can have a discussion about it, but probably not. We don't want people to go insanely fast on the roads.
Just to be able to get that deduction. And you probably, no. Yeah, I guess he was just joking, but
I think so too, yeah.
Anything else when we're talking about the income tax and that you feel that, oh, that is something that's really good to know when you're maybe new in Sweden and this is the first time you will, sorry, my cat is here and she also wants to be part of this.
No, I don't think so. I think we have talked about the most important things that are easy to miss when you are new in Sweden, and that we discover that the people have. It's not easy to read what to do, and so on. So I think we have talked about it, especially the bank account, to make sure that you actually have registered it, because it's easy to forget. And you think that we automatically get all the information from the banks, but we don't. So you have to actually put in the bank account number to get it in our system.
Sorry, now next cat is coming here. Yeah, and now I just remembered one more question. We talked about they getting money back, but if they need to pay money, when do I need to pay that?
Well, then you have to do it. That depends on when you actually get the decision. It is 90 days after the date when you get the decision. So if you get the final statement in June, then it's, well, mid-September, I guess. But otherwise, it will be. The date will be stated in the statement when you get it. So you can read it there when you see it.
So I don't need to have paid to the 2nd of May.
Not, but it's good if you do it, because then you don't have to pay any interest rent for the time until the pay is due. So if you want to be sure to only pay what it says on the declaration, then you should add the money by the May the 2nd.
Yeah. And otherwise I get the final decision, and then it's around 3 months before I have the real deadline.
Exactly. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. I think we have
that's a lot to know. Yeah.
Most of the things. So I will say thank you to you, Ulf.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
And there I say thank you to Ulf for all his answers to our questions, and it has been a really wonderful hour actually where we were sitting and having a chat around taxes and bookkeeping and things that we think is really interesting. So this video is part of a longer conversation that we had, and I will publish parts of it on my channel here as well. So stay tuned for the next episodes where we will discuss more about VAT and e-commerce business. But now I hope you have a little bit more understanding about the income tax return here in Sweden, and know how to file one. See you in the next video. Bye bye.